Today, I'm in the wood yard. I got a pile of wood and it needs splitting. Let's get busy. So if you were here yesterday, which you should have been, Bo and I cut and stacked this whole pile here of rounds of cherry from this pile that we cut. We made basically a giant wall here of wood, which is kind of nice because the wind is coming from that direction today at about 20 miles an hour, and it's warmed up a bunch since yesterday. Yesterday it was 10 below, and today it's about 5 above. So it warmed up 15 degrees, but it's still really windy, so it still feels cold. So Harry left his splitter here for a few days. He's coming to get it, I think, in a couple days, and he said to use it, so I'm just doing what I'm told. So I got this whole wall of wood here, and I've got about 2 hours, and I am going to split for about 2 hours and see how much I get done. And then tomorrow, when Bo comes back, we're going to cut the rest of that pile and make another wall and then split some more. So I think we've got 2 days left before Harry comes to pick up his splitter. So I started it up, I warmed it up already. I'm going to start it up again. I just shut it off so I could talk. I'm going to grease the slide there underneath where the ram goes, where the push plate goes. I'm going to grease that, and I filled it up with gas, so I'm going to start splitting right now. So I've got my Milwaukee grease gun here because this has a fitting in the push plate to grease it, and that is what I'm going to do right now. It's kind of down in the inside here. It's kind of hard actually to get to, but I think I can handle it. So you got to kind of go in at an angle from underneath here. There we go. I think I got it in. Let's give it a try and see if that works. There we go. I put a bunch in. That should be good. It's very hard to get at. It's in a very awkward spot. There we go. She's greased. So now I am going to start it up again because I did start it already and warmed it up. Okay, so I am going to start it. I don't think I need much choke. We'll try a little bit, see what happens. It's got electric start. I warmed it up already. I let it run for a few minutes, so I'll start it up. Oh, I know, more gas. There we go. No choke. How do you want it? So that was my first time running it by myself, the 1222 Eastonmade log splitter. Wow, it's fast. You cannot keep up. You need two guys. I couldn't feed it fast enough. I found that if I loaded up the log lift, you know, I put it horizontally and just load it up, you can finish that off in a couple minutes, if that. And then you want to load it again, but then the splitter's sitting there by itself. You want to feed it, so you just start putting singles in instead of loading it, and which isn't as productive, but it's as fast as you can feed it. And this, I did this pile right here, and I threw a bunch over there to get it out of the way. But in 10 minutes, I think you could probably do almost a face cord for sure with two guys. So tomorrow, when Bo comes back, we're gonna do a whole bunch more. I'm gonna keep splitting now, but tomorrow we're gonna see how much we can get done in a day with this thing. We might only have 4 or 5 hours tomorrow, but we're gonna do a little more production with it. So this is my first time playing with it by myself, and I gotta say, incredible. The auto return saves so much time because you don't have to hang on and wait for it and flip it back. You can send it, grab another piece, and by the time you come with another piece, it's ready for you. It's waiting, it's eager, it's hungry. So I didn't really adjust the wedge much at all. I kind of just left it low. And the reason I did that is these are pretty darn small rounds, as you can see. I mean, these are not big at all. And I don't want them split down into kindling. I want the pieces to stay, you know, this size. Even this size is fine. This will dry. This is not too small or too big. Once they get down to like this size, that's just, I don't want to go any smaller than that. That's too small. So I don't want to produce a bunch of kindling. So I'm trying to keep the pieces just in halves or thirds, which is why I've got just the 3 wedges I'm running. So these bottom wings are not running at all. All that's really working is the center one and then these 2 here. And sometimes I try to even have the piece off to the side, so it's just these 2 pieces. And then sometimes I'm holding the piece up, like you saw I did somewhere. I just held it up like this so that you're getting just the top wedge hit, because I don't want to split it in too small pieces. So I'm going to get back to splitting. That's kind of fun. This is quite the machine, I got to tell you. So there it is, a bunch of wood split. That was less than 2 hours. That was maybe a little over an hour and a half is all I had, because I had to go make a phone call and that took a while. So yeah, from that pile you see over there, everything on this side I just did. And very fast, very fast. I can see where if you had 2 guys, it would just, you could scream to do production. So my plan is that we're gonna start, we'll move the splitter over right into, probably up in here, and then start bringing rounds this way, because I want the wood to stay over here, because I want all this to be stacked in this area. So I don't want to have to move it if I don't have to. But tomorrow, when Bo comes back, we will split the rest of this. There's at least a full cord there left, and I probably just did more than a full cord, and well over that, I'm sure. Don't know until you stack it, you know. And then I want to cut on this. It warmed up a bunch. It's about 20 degrees, still real windy, but still real nice for working out because the sun is out. And tomorrow it's supposed to be close to 30, so it should be pretty good. So tomorrow, split, cut, split all day. I think I got all day tomorrow, I think, unless something comes up. But I gotta go now. I gotta do a job in my other business. So tomorrow we'll be back. You should come back. It'll be fun. Between now and then, get outside, get cutting. Good night, Irene.